Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you're all doing super duper well. Today I've got a couple of vegan party dip recipes for the Super Bowl or for any other events you might be hosting in the near future. These are all on the healthier side, so they're made of mostly whole ingredients, but I don't feel like they taste healthy. I think they're really good. I've eaten so much bread and chips over the past couple of days just testing these recipes, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. I will have the recipes linked down below on my blog, and let me show you how I made them. All three dips start with the same sour cream base, so either you can buy a tub of tofutti or you can make it from scratch. To do that, you'll either need a cup of soaked raw cashews or a package of silken tofu. Now, personally, the cashew version is my favorite, but puree either until it's smooth, and you can add a few tablespoons of water if necessary to get it moving in the blender. Then you'll stir in a spoonful of plain vegan yogurt and put it in a warm place like on top of your fridge or near your heater to culture overnight or up to 3 days, just depending on how sour you want it to be. The first recipe is my personal favorite. It's for French onion dip. So to start off, slice some sweet onions super thin and saute them for a full 25 to 30 minutes until they're evenly caramelized. I had a new nonstick pan, so I didn't have to use any oil. I just added a splash of water every time the onions dried out to keep them from burning onto the pan, and I stirred them pretty often. Don't cut corners here, do the full 25 to 30 minutes. You want them to be very deep brown and almost melt in your mouth when they're done, and this will make all the difference for the texture of the onion dip. Then you'll combine your caramelized onions with the homemade sour cream, some onion powder, garlic powder, vegan Worcestershire sauce, fresh chives, salt, and pepper. And this recipe is super creamy, it's sweet and savory. You can serve it chilled or warm, and it goes great with fresh bread or chips. The second recipe is my take on the classic spinach and artichoke dip. I actually never had this before I went vegan, but I really like it. So chop your artichoke hearts nice and fine and squeeze out as much water as possible from your frozen defrosted spinach. You just want like spinach pulp, as you can see here. Add that to your sour cream along with nutritional yeast for a cheesy flavor, some onion powder and garlic powder, and then season with salt and pepper to taste and stir it all together. Now optionally, you can also add in a can of chopped water chestnuts. This bulks it up a bit, adds a little bit of a crunch, and this one you can also serve either chilled or warmed up. I personally prefer this one warm. You can serve this in a bread bowl with lots of fresh veggies. Final recipe is for buffalo chicken dip featuring jackfruit, my obsession. If you don't like jackfruit, feel free to just use a vegan chicken substitute like Beyond Meat or Gardein. I prepare this almost exactly like my barbecue jackfruit recipe. First, I simmer it for 20 minutes with some spices and chicken flavored vegetable broth to soften it up. Then I chop it finely, toss it in buffalo sauce, spread it out on a lined baking tray, and bake the sauce onto the jackfruit for about half an hour. Then I add it to my sour cream along with all the ingredients for my cashew ranch dressing, which I've shared before. So that's fresh dill, fresh chives, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Depending on your spice tolerance, you can also add in another tablespoon or so of buffalo sauce or even add some cayenne pepper, and I recommend serving this with chips or celery sticks. Okay, so those are my 3 healthy-ish vegan party dip recipe ideas. If you try any of them out, tag me in a photo on Instagram. I love when you guys do that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.